What if I told you the Bible contains safety laws written 3,000 years before modern health and safety regulations existed? What if Scripture has been teaching workplace protection since ancient Israel, and most people have never noticed? I'm about to show you ancient wisdom that's more relevant today than ever. Let's dive in. This is biblical safety. Let me show you 3 fundamental connections between Scripture and workplace safety. First, every worker is made in the image of God. Genesis 1:27 says, "So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them." This isn't just theology. This is the deepest why behind workplace safety. Every person you work with, every person you lead, every person who steps into your facility bears the image of their creator. This means protecting workers isn't just about policy. It's not just about regulatory compliance. It's sacred responsibility. When we view every worker as an image bearer of God, safety becomes an act of worship. That changes everything. Second, biblical leaders are called shepherds, and shepherds protect their flock. In Ezekiel chapter 34, God judges Israel's leaders, their shepherds, for failing to protect the people. Listen to what God says in verses 2 through 4. "Woe to you, shepherds of Israel, who only take care of yourselves. Should not shepherds take care of the flock? You have not strengthened the weak, or healed the sick, or bound up the injured." God's verdict: I am against the shepherd. Now think about this in a modern workplace context. If you're a safety leader, a supervisor, a manager, a business owner, you're a shepherd. Your workers are the flock, and God is watching how you protect them or fail to. Safety leadership isn't about checking boxes. It's not about statistics. It's about shepherding people, and that's a biblical calling. Third, the Bible teaches proactive risk assessment. Proverbs 22:3 says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." This verse is so important, God repeats it word for word in Proverbs 27:12. He emphasizes this principle. Now, let's break this down. The prudent, the wise, the experienced person sees danger, identifies the hazard before the work begins, and takes refuge, implements control measures, puts protection in place before anyone gets hurt. But the simple, the careless, the overconfident, the one who says, "I'll be fine," keeps going, ignores the warning signs, proceeds without assessment, and pays the penalty, suffering the consequence, experiences the incident. This isn't just ancient wisdom. This is the foundation of every job safety analysis, every risk assessment, every pre-task planning session, every toolbox talk you've ever done. Proverbs 22:3 is biblical risk management, written 3,000 years ago. Still true today. So what does all this mean? It means safety isn't just a regulatory requirement. It's not just about avoiding fines, penalties, or lawsuits. Safety is deeply, profoundly biblical. When you understand this, 3 things change. First, safety stops being just compliance and becomes a sacred duty. You're not just following HSE regulations or meeting OSHA standards. You're obeying God's command to protect image bearers. Every hazard you eliminate, every control you implement, every life you protect is an act of honoring the God who created that person. Second, safety stops being just rules. and becomes wisdom applied. You're not just checking boxes on a form, you're living out the wisdom of Proverbs, seeing danger and taking refuge. You're being prudent, not simple. Third, safety leadership stops being just management and becomes shepherding. You're not just supervising workers or managing statistics. You're protecting the flock God has entrusted to you. The Bible has been teaching workplace safety for 3,500 years. And when we rediscover this truth, it transforms how we lead, how we work, and how we protect people. Welcome to Biblical Safety. In this channel, we're going to explore ancient safety laws in Deuteronomy, Exodus, and Leviticus, biblical leadership principles from the shepherds and kings, Proverbs wisdom applied to modern risk management, real-world case studies examined through scripture, and practical tools grounded in timeless truth. If you're a safety professional, a Christian leader, or anyone who believes protecting people is sacred work, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember, protecting people isn't just policy, it's sacred. I'll see you next time on Biblical Safety.